How's it going, my comic chat army? I gotta do a better intro than just like the sitting down jumping thing, because all of that. But how's it going? Long time no talk. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. If you're returning, thank you. This week we are reviewing Jonathan Hedrick, Quicksand, and James T. I can't say his last name.
James T. Molloy.
James T. MOLLOY'S Sapphire Spectre.
And don't mind me, I've been sick. The baby got me sick. We've had a lot of sickness going through the house. So I'm a little under the weather. Stop.
Can you see our lighting? Kind of got a yellow one on the left. Yellow one on Carrie's side and a blue one on my side because I read a blue book. She read a sand book. I don't know if you can tell, but... And we got a special guest appearance today, Kara Nicole.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. Thank you for making an appearance, Kara. And this is all that JT sent me, was a bookmark, a print that lives over there next to Carrie that's never can make it in the shot. There's so much on the sides of us that y'all can't see that might have to like zoom back to get like a wider angle. We've got a bunch of McFarlane toys over here. We've got a bunch of cool stuff over there.
Listen, when we get into
a bigger place,
we're trying to wait it out to where we can buy our own house. We're gonna kind of make sure that we have a space for Cody to have his own little
man cave / studio.
Yes, and then you guys can see the amount of things that we've collected in
excess
the time that we've been together, and it's insane. It's crazy. But anyways,
my favorite cover of all. Love this cover. Quicksand. Jonathan Hedrick.
Well,
the vagina spiders.
Yeah, that's what they look like. They do. I was trying to find what they call them in here. And
cool fact about Hedrick. Hedrick is the same one that did the Recount, Freak Show, Universe.
Subterrestrials.
What am I missing? I feel like I'm missing another word. Capable.
Freak Show Princess.
I said that, the Freak Show Universe. Freak Show Universe, Capable. Recount. And now Quicksand.
And if you have read any of his books, you would know that he is a very creative variety creator. Like, nothing that I've read and none of his books are the same, which you don't get that too often. You cannot, I mean, you can tell it's his style in every book, but it's not a same pattern, same concept, there's no similarities to each and every book that he puts out. And that's one of my reasons why I'm such a big fan of his, is it's just all different, and he gives you just, I don't know how to explain it. It's just, it's good. It's whatever he puts out is good. Plain and simple. I'm a big fan. He knows that, so we've met him, so if you
said vagina spiders, I'm not gonna tease y'all anymore.
It's like a cross between that and a scorpion, kind of.
This is cover A. This is the retailer incentive, and in between, there was one of these spiders on the cover, and we didn't pick it up because it looked like vagina. I know. Got kids, Hedrick. Don't know if this was a little inside joke about the spider, the vagina spiders.
But so
got kids. All right, come on.
It takes place in Egypt, which is cool.
Where there's kids, Hedrick.
Stop. All right. But yeah, it takes place in Egypt, and it's like they're called subterrestrials. So I don't know if they came from another planet, and they are trying to overtake Earth now, is what I'm guessing. So basically, in the beginning mission, I think her name is Miss.
You show us. We read it.
I think her name's Mrs. Noon, I think is what they call her.
Spell it.
Well, I can't remember. Yes, Mrs. Noon. So she loses her husband in the first part of the whole overtaking of these things. So she's kind of over the years has grown to try to figure this out and, fight them. So she basically is goes over to Egypt and is on a mission with the military to kind of fight back and, you know, figure out what happened, because it's like a big hole. It's like a giant sinkhole, and like this is where what happened and where all the people died, and then these things came out and overtake the city, and it's just a bunch of chaos in the start of this book. But I like the fact that it's a woman. Dad is a badass, and you know she really holds her own.
You can't say that on YouTube.
What?
Woman.
Oh, stop. And you know is leading this mission, and basically at the end of the book, all hell breaks loose, and you know there you go. They come out.
This was on Kickstarter. No,
Yep.
Was it?
I think so.
Thank you for making Quicksand possible.
Yeah, which I think is pretty cool, and they put the thank yous to who supports these artists and books.
We need to get our name in here. We need to start backing some Kickstarters.
Yep. But I know that was kind of a crazy all over review for it, but I mean that's just the way the book is. But I like I said, I'm a fan of his
1 out of
books,
10.
So
1 out of 10. We're doing this new 1 out of 10 recommendation. It's not is the book 1 out of 10. It's 1 out of 10 would you recommend this to someone else?
Yes, I would give it a 9.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because it's different.
Okay.
It's yes. You know what it kind of reminds me of? Do you remember the movie Tremors? You know this crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like it just has that vibe of like I don't know. I don't know. It's just, but it's a good book. Yes, I do definitely recommend it. Anyways,
Sapphire Spectre by J.T. Molloy. He is a he is a one-man band. He drew, wrote, and I'm assuming colored this book all by himself.
Which the color is very
blue.
It's different. Like you get one page with like one style, and then you get a page with a different style, and it like it's very colorful. But the cover is just different to what you see in the book. Anyways.
All right. So,
what's it about?
Her name.
See, we've got to be more prepared. We've got to start doing this.
I need sticky notes for the names.
We do.
I'm terrible with names.
I'm sorry.
I've been. All right.
Next review, we're gonna try that.
Okay.
We're gonna mark butt pages and.
I'm gonna tell you what I didn't like first, because there's a lot that I did like. The only thing that I had trouble with was the bubbles. As you can see, they're colored for each character that's talking, but in the shade and like the font text, it's hard to see it. Like I had to like tilt the book and like slant it in like different directions to read it. That's the only bad I got to say about this book, which is a minor fix, you know?
Yeah.
So it's about this chick, and this book is an origin story. I like it because issue 1 isn't all about the origin of like, all right, this is how I got my powers. It's one quick page. A burglar broke into her house, killed her parents, stabbed her with a magical knife. Now she has superpowers, and she can keep dying, but she can go into like this ghost realm, which is what you're seeing right there. The Sapphire Spectre. Very original, very cool. So her friend has a punk band, and her friend is watching her body when she leaves it to go into the spiritual realm to take care of things, because she said last time she just left her body laying around, she woke up drowning, which was pretty cool. Yeah, like I guess some weirdo found her and tried to kill her, but she talks about it a lot. She's like, I've died thousands of times, and I love that fact that it didn't just dwell on the whole like origin story and drag it out. It's like, this is what it is, this is how it happened, and this is where we're at. We're getting shit done. Can we say shit?
Well, we did.
Right. Might have to make this 18. But in this story, there's 2 kids in a hotel room. I think it's 666. I want to say that's it. I know.
Noticed that. I don't mean to cut you off, but
it's super cliche.
Movies always are cliche, or books. It's always room 13 or 666 or.
I want to say it's room 666.
Something like that.
But anyways, the room number doesn't matter. And there's these 2 little boys and the mom that's haunting this room. And the mom killed the boys, and a demon possessed the mom to get her to kill the boys. And the Sapphire Spectre. Well, I don't want to ruin it, but I think issue 2 is coming out. So if you haven't had time to read it, the Sapphire Spectre defeats the demon to let the boys go into their afterlife. And I like it because I don't think it really says anything about heaven or hell. It just says your afterlife. So it's not, so nobody can get pissed off that they're pushing someone else's religious agenda on someone else. Fucking 2020. But that's the gist of the book. I like it. I can't wait to read number 2. Super excited about it. And at the end, there's 2 little short stories. I'm going to start with the second one. About animals. About this dog that has unfinished business. That's why they become ghosts. So they can finish their business. And his business is he got hit by a car by chasing his ball across the street that got left in the gutter. Yeah, see?
So 1 out of 10.
Hold on, I'm not done. And she meets the taxi. Calloway. The taxi man Calloway that takes people to the... What is it, between heaven and hell?
Oh,
I just said it. Shit. That takes people in between heaven and hell, the purgatory.
Yeah.
And that's her way to get to purgatory. It's just one quick little page, so I'm excited to see where JT expands on that.
Interesting. But yeah, the colors.
I realized I didn't show you any pages. I was just talking about the book. But I like her style, and not her style. I like the way that he drew her. You know?
Yeah.
Because when dudes kind of draw chicks, they either make them way too sexy and unrealistic.
Yes.
Or they just make them weird and
unproportioned,
right,
and just awkward.
And I feel that Sapphire Spectre and Noon back there. Hey, we did 2 chick books. Mm-hmm. I didn't even plan that. Wow, great proud of myself there. Yeah.
Woman power.
You're right.
Yeah, no, the way he draws her.
Yes, the way he draws her. Thank you. The way he drew her. I'm gonna see if I can find. Yeah, I think the cover is the best.
Yeah.
Best picture I got of her.
Her features are very.
We grabbed the Karen Nicole one too.
Her features are very. I don't know the word I'm trying to look for. Like, they're proportioned and just subtle and soft and just have. It's just a pleasant look for a female character in a book. Because yes, it's just like Cody said, it's always really, really oddly proportioned, sexified, just one extreme to the other. There's no happy medium.
Nope.
At all. And come on now, women don't look like any of that in the real world. At least, I don't think.
And we still got a couple bookmarks if you want one. Click the more button to see how you can get a bookmark.
And
got stickers coming Monday. Oh, I didn't say my 1 out of 10.
Yeah.
So recommendation, I give this book, I say a 9.25, just because
9.25?
Yep, 9.25, just because we can. Yeah, it was a good book, solid. Well,
good.
Want to read number 2.
I'm glad you're excited about reading the book, because you haven't. I mean, other than Cherry Blackbird, you've kind of
there's not a lot
had
of
passion and excitement about continuing a book lately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's all feels the same, and they.
Yep.
We'll do a video on that soon.
There is one thing before we leave that Cody and I are kind of passing back and forth as an idea of doing a type of video. We've talked about possibly bringing on doing some not controversial topics, but some heavy topics, passionate topics, just things that are out there in this kind of world, and kind of having a debate, conversation with some creators and artists and writers. So if there's any questions or topics that you feel passionate about that you want us to maybe discuss, let us know.
Drop it in the comments.
Throw out there what we've been...
Nudity.
Nudity.
Should there be an excess of nudity in a comic book when they're trying to sell it to you as a normal comic book and not a porn book?
Exactly. Things like that. So if that's something you guys are interested in us doing...
And where they shoehorn nudity where it doesn't need to be. Yeah. I'm not talking about books that's like In Hell or Naked Cannibal Campers or Naked Cheerleaders from Outer Space or something like that. Yeah. If it's in the title that says naked, it's going to be naked. But I'm talking about Sapphire Spectre. for example. He doesn't have her getting in a fight and her shirt getting ripped off and a titty falling out. Like,
yeah. Or her pants getting ripped off.
Right.
Or just in an uncomfortable, persuasive sexual position or something
yes.
crazy like that. But I think this would go really well if this is something you guys want to see. But yeah, throw us topics down there that you are passionate about, that you would like to hear from other opinions and point of views on.
Yeah. And hit that bell because we've got a lot of interviews coming this week.
You guys seem to be enjoying the interviews.
Oh, yeah. But we're not going to hold up no more of your time, guys.
Nope. That's it.
Peace.
What? You mean you haven't subscribed to Comicchatauthority?
Oh, come on. Subscribe already. What are you waiting for? It's no big deal.
Like, man, don't forget to tell him to hit that like button.
Yeah, that too. Just subscribe.